In the heart of Africa, one hospital is struggling to repair the wounds inflicted on women that frequent targets in the Congo's deadly ongoing war. A staggering 5 million people have died in the Congo over the past 10 years, and the number of casualties continues to rise. Africa correspondent Ginny Stein travelled to the town of Goma in the Congo to meet the medical staff who, against the odds, are rebuilding shattered lives. And a warning, the story contains confronting images.
Almost 2 decades ago, Rwanda's genocide spilled over the border into the Congo, into a region rich with gold and rare minerals. Ever since, warring militia groups and government troops loyal to different factions have fought for power and wealth. Women have been the most frequent targets of this war. Each day in the Congo, tens of women are raped. While the military and the militia have long been the main perpetrators, this is now changing. Almost 50% of sexual assaults are now carried out by non-military men. Congolese orthopaedic surgeon Dr. Joe Lucy founded the Heal Africa Hospital in Goma. He's long been a champion of women.
All the good people began by their mothers, and the mothers are very important. Don't send us any money for anything else but educating the ladies.
Dr. Lucy was instrumental in getting rape written into Congo's constitution as a crime against humanity.
This is our pastor.
At this hospital, God and medicine go hand in hand. Before the day's surgery begins, doctors and staff pray with their patients. Dr. Lucy sees this morning ritual as much more than religion. It's about showing traumatised patients that their doctors are human. First up today, a young girl whose legs need to be straightened so she can walk.
So we can bring the baby.
Dr. Lucy is blunt. He sees this as preventative medicine. He wants to make sure that in today's Congo, she is able to run away if needed. Waiting for her turn is a woman brutally forced into silence. This is going to be a tough operation.
So what we'll do is some cheek flaps and rotate them in like this. What I'm most concerned about, though, is that the blood supply comes through this little pedicle, this little corner right here.
Mary, as we'll call her, has suffered dreadfully for daring to identify those who attacked her.
She was raped and her husband was killed. Everything was stolen. When she found her radio that somebody had stolen from her, she turned in the person because she recognized the rapist and murderer. And when she did that, some people came that night and cut her lips off with scissors. So I think it's kind of a punishment for squealing.
Right.
Will she be able to speak again?
People could understand what she wants to say, and then it will be good. But what we are happy about, and especially with the expertise of our brother of Wisconsin, is it is still a little bit tough for us to do it well. And we don't want to just try. We wanted to give her a chance to feel that somebody have cared for her.
But the most important thing isn't speech, it's getting the teeth covered because they hurt her all the time.
From Monday to Thursday, l'épicerie. Et le vendredi, on se repose.
Australian aid worker Kim Vandenhengel is on a mission to raise awareness in Australia about this hospital and the work it's doing.
Et Monsieur Jim.
Today she's visiting a village run by the hospital for rape survivors who can't go home because surgery has failed them. Sarah was just 11 when she was raped and her entire family killed.
It happened in 2001 during the war. My parents were killed, along with my sisters and brothers, and I was raped.
Taken in by neighbours, she suffered for years, and with war raging around her and no chance of medical help, severe internal injuries were left untreated. She was found by the hospital's rescue team. While she may now have a home, what she wants most was taken from her the night she was attacked.
I'd love to be free, just like anybody else, to be independent. I don't want to be here in this compound. I want to be free, to go out.
1 week later, I returned to see Mary.
She has obviously developed some infection and she's feeling like she's got a fever.
Rebecca Lloyd, a visiting nurse from London, has grown attached to Mary's two youngest children. They've stayed by her bedside for weeks. Her 10-year-old daughter speaking for her mother.
My mother was a trader. We used to run away whenever they came, but this time they caught her and they did bad things to her. I just took the baby and ran into the forest.
Unfortunately for Mary, the operation has not been a success.
I think this is an infection. You can see that part here. She started eating by mouth, so this may be infection. So we'll have to treat with
Very hard. She hated that tube, didn't she? So she was desperate to get rid of the tube.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
While doctors were able to treat the infection, attempts to give her a new lip this time failed. She's now gone back to a clinic near her village to be closer to her other children. An Australian plastic surgeon from Brisbane is due to visit later this year. Mary will be waiting. Ginny Stein, Late Line.